We're live, Marcia.
Okay. Hello. Hello, my happy quilters. Oh, my goodness. I keep saying this over and over, but it's another Wednesday already. I feel like it's been 2 days and 3 hours and 5 minutes.
I agree. Since last Wednesday.
So fast. And I'm feeling just a little disheveled today because we've had a very busy morning.
We have. We had a bus.
And we had a special meeting about something special that's coming up next summer. And oh my goodness, we get lots of fun things. But yeah, it's kind of been like, I feel like I'm still at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right. By the way, thank you, Bus, for coming to see us here at Pine Needles Quilt. And so we appreciate it. And if you have a bus coming your way, just schedule it ahead of time. And we are always happy to have buses here.
We love buses here, and we treat you pretty special. We have in-store discounts, and we also have little gift bags for everybody when a bus comes in. You do have to give us 2 weeks notice, though. Right.
Well, because we want to make sure we have enough staff on hand.
Staff and also enough gifts. So we kind of make a fun little thing for bus people that bring buses in, which is very, very funny. So anyways, here we are at the Marcia and Joy Show, coming to you live from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. My name is Marcia, and this is Joy. Thank you so much for joining us on this live broadcast, and I'm going to thank everybody who's joining us on the recording too, because we know, kind of like us, some people have to work at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday. So you can tell them why they want to watch either the recording or the live show.
And just as I sat down, I've been to my office from this desk multiple times today to get that gift certificate. But we have a special Marcia and Joy gift certificate. We give away 3 each week. 2 are drawn from the comments below that we have. Please
comments, likes, or shares.
Yes.
From all things.
Yep. And if you're following us on YouTube, please subscribe to us there as well. We would be happy to have you there. Then the 3rd certificate is given out to our trivia winner. That's usually at the end of our program. And our winners are always announced on our weekly email. Generally, that email comes out bright and early Saturday morning. So when you sit down with your favorite hot beverage, you can see what's going on here at Pine Needles.
Absolutely. So, we've been on a roll with some Halloween October type jokes.
We have.
And I found out who my mystery person is. Thank you, Phyllis, for all the fun little jokes. I have one more from her, and then I have one more that Kendra texted to me too.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Our own Kendra. So, this is Kendra's. When do vampires like horse racing?
When do vampires like horse racing? I don't know.
When it's neck and neck.
Oh my goodness.
No
kidding. No kidding.
And what do ghosts drink?
What do ghosts drink, Marcia?
I like this one. Mountain Boo.
Mountain Boo. Well, that would be Todd's favorite beverage this time of year, as is yours, Mountain Boo. Okay, you heard it here, folks.
Absolutely. There's your dinner time jokes. We have fun new fabrics, and as you can see, this beautiful quilt behind us, our own Kendra made out of this line by Corey Yoder, Coriander Quilts, and it is called Peachy Keen.
And it's great.
It's gorgeous.
All right, let me have that plastic.
This is so fun. It's like Christmas every Wednesday for us.
It is.
All right.
You all probably wonder how we manage, but we just have to have it all. Okay, we ready?
This is a lot. This is your task while I'm watching while I'm laying these out is to tell me how many is in this pack.
Okay, I'll do that. Here we go.
Okay, ready to go. All right. So in these fabrics we have. I'm going to move this over here. We have all of these fabrics on bolts, and then we have the pre-cuts that we're going to show you later. So this is kind of the main print. This is the largest one, I believe, in the grouping. This is a tone on tone. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's like dots. Look, isn't that sweet? Are these little forget-me-nots on there, it looks like?
I'm going to go with forget-me-nots.
It looks like forget-me-nots. And look at the peaches.
I know, aren't they peachy keen?
And they are peachy keen, but not too much peach for me. This is really a nice line. Here again is the main fabric, which we have with the white background, and then we have it with a light blue.
Oh, look at that
now we have some green mini gingham. And more peaches on a green background.
So Marcia, that's the design that's on the white that's blended in.
Oh, sure it is.
But you can hardly see it on the white, but it's just a cute little, well, two little elements.
Yes.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know either. Square things.
Whatever. They're beautiful.
And this with a little nosegay on there. Here is Peaches on Peach. Here again, this isn't a forget-me-not. That's going to be a
peach colored alyssum that doesn't exist in real life.
There we go. There's a peachy
it's a tiny little
mini gingham. I like these.
Ooh.
And this is kind of a little nosegay on the peach. Here again is our main print. So we've got the peach, the blue, and the white so far. Oh my gosh, look
There's
at this.
a new one.
Little bouquets. So pretty. Diagonal stripe. Wouldn't this be cool for a binding?
That would be.
And then we've got that little squarey things again. And some nice little flowers on an apricot. Here again, the main print, we've got gray now, and we've got peach. We have blue, and we have white backgrounds. Here is another mini gingham. This is white with gray. And then we have gray with the peaches and the lattice flowers going through. Here's that print that we like. More little flowers, like a dot.
It's so nice that these are small motifs.
This is a lovely one too.
Oh yeah, diagonal.
Yep, be great for, well, be great in the quilt or for binding too.
Right.
More peaches. This is what Kinder put on the back of her quilt because it's reminiscent of one she grew up with, and they called that quilt Old Blue.
Oh.
So that's why she chose that. And here we have the bouquet again. This diagonal stripe. It's just a tiny one. I just love this. Here's some more peaches on blue. Floral bouquets. Little white forget-me-nots. And again, here is the main print. So in the main print, we've got the blue, gray, peach, light blue, and white. I like this too because it's not so much in your face. Like for a border, sometimes the big ones are good on borders, but this would be a beautiful border.
That's
for somebody's
gorgeous.
quilt.
Yep.
So anyways, the quilt behind us, we can...
The quilt behind us.
Did you tell me how many were in here?
I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
There are 34 pieces out there,
Whoa.
and that is a lot in one collection. And really, you could pick out whichever colors really appeal to you, or you can use them all, like we did in the quilt behind us. And
she, actually, they're making kits for this quilt behind us, and this one is called Scrap Basket Stars. So this is made by the designer of this fabric. This is her pattern, and they are now making kits for this particular thing. So if you want one, you want to leave us a note or let us know that you want one. We'll save one for you.
So we have, of course, the jelly rolls, Marcia.
A tiny little pack of gum for just a taste of every single fabric.
Am I going to say the big old chocolate bar then?
Yep.
And then...
It's a whole gallon ice cream right there.
Or the elephant ear. Yeah, the gallon of ice cream. That's great. And they are just lovely pre-cuts to use however you want. And kits should be available soon for the quilt behind us.
Yep. So that's Peachy Keen.
And it's
by
nice
Corey
to have
Yoder.
something a little bright and fresh this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is. I don't know. The fabrics seem to come when they come.
Right.
We don't, there's really, like, actually, we've ordered Christmas fabric for next year, and we're not even
We
done.
ordered it in July when it was 100 degrees, people. It's like, seriously.
Not
it's
for
hard.
this year.
No.
For 2024.
And it's hard to think about winter in July. It really is. Okay, but those are great fabrics, and
fun.
we have them in the shop.
Okay, we've got a couple of fun books. Oh shoot, I meant to get my stitch outs of this one. I'll bring them in next time. So anyways, this is one of our best-selling books and our most favorite book. And you want to put it down here for a minute?
Bet.
I have some stitch outs. I'll
I'm
bring
gonna go
those
even
along
closer
later.
here.
But you know, this is, if you could have just one book, this might be one that I would pick because there's 110 quilt blocks in 5 different sizes. And there's all sorts of other tips and tricks in here too. So you have, tells you how to use them. Here's the block index of all the blocks that are in here. And then it also goes with like how many are 2 grid, 3 grid, 4 grid, 6 grid, and 8 grid. And then here's pre-cut friendly index for using charm squares, fat quarters, jelly rolls, layer cakes. And then you come with all of these different blocks. So let's look at this baby bunting. It's kind of a basket shape, flower basket shape. But here you'll see that it has, for the squares are all, like here's the, like if you want to use for a coloring diagram, this is where your colors go. And then this says A, B, C, D, E, F, different things. And here it says A, B, C, D, E, F. And it tells you to cut 3 of these. For a 4-inch blocks, you need 1.5 inches. For a 6-inch, you need 2 inches. For an 8, you need 2.5 inches. And for a 10-inch block, you need 3 inches. For 12-inch, you need 3.5. So from this one, from all of these, you get to make 5 different sizes of quilts, and it tells you exactly what you need to cut. And like this one, you have to cut that. You have to cut that in half on the diagonal. And if it tells you to cut them crossways, then you will see that too. But anyways, and then you get a little diagram here of like if you want to make a little table runner, this is kind of what they will look like all sewn together. And then if you want to set them this way, kind of how it's going to look. So it gives you ideas here of how some of these set differently are going to look. This is a great, 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 great book. So here, look at the houses, and
I need to make a house quilt again.
Absolutely. So, and look at this one here, like jewel box. Here's the block, but see when you put it together, it makes that kind of a zigzag thing.
Crazy fun.
This is a great book. This is, if you could have but one, and it's only $17.95, I would have this book because it just, there's the sky's the limit with this. And if you know how to do your own sashings and borders and cornerstones and things like that, here's 110 quilt blocks.
Amazing.
That will last forever.
All right, I'm going to feature the Flea Market. Now this is by Lori Holt by Bee in the Bonnet. And funny, Marcia's talking about those baskets, and look at one of those squares in here uses one of the baskets she just highlighted. But what's really sweet about this are the tiny projects. There's table runners, there's pillows, there's little fast sews using these, and including some quilts, but just the colors are fun. And there are fabric requirements in the front, but really it's kind of a fat quarter friendly, scrap friendly book. But
it's kind of a fun coffee table book too,
because
it's just so
but
pretty.
I really feel like, well gosh, I just
lots
can't.
Of those pillows. Show them the pillows.
Here, let's go here.
Yeah. So there's lots of fun pillow projects. This is called the basket pillow. And lots, I love, love, love.
And you could frame it.
I love when instructions are in color.
Me too.
So, and then there's quilts. Look at this.
I know,
table
that's
runner.
totally me.
Yep.
Oh,
and
here, that's the one I was trying to find, was this one with the little bits and the pillows all lined up. I mean, that's really a great showing of those things.
Quilts, if you're a Lori Holt lover, or even if you aren't, these are just some darn good quilts to make. So
you could use batiks, you could use traditional fabrics called Flea Market. We do have some Lori Holt fabrics in our store. We have more ordered for coming.
We do have some
in the future.
I forget which.
They don't last long in our store.
Mercantile is coming
yeah.
up, and I believe it's 50 pieces.
I know. I cannot
wait. So that should be coming soon.
Cannot wait.
So, okay, the books. Now, I know that a lot of you forget to do this, and I am so guilty of it as well. And Susie just reminded all of us about this in the latest blog that she posted. Is that we struggle for no reason with our rotary cutter blades because we don't want to waste the blade. We don't want to put a new one in. Sometimes it's just laziness. Sometimes it is that way, but then when I find that I'm sawing, then I'm like, okay, I'm put this in, and then just like Susie said, why didn't I do that 2 weeks ago? So really, rotary blades, this is a 60mm rotary blade. There's one in here, and it does cost $16 for the large one, but still, think about that.
Think about the wear and tear on your wrists and your arms and your shoulders when you are grinding your cutter in. And did you know, Marcia, I know you know this, did you know as your blade dulls, it leaves deeper grooves in your mat because you're pushing harder? And then, do any of you have quilt batting or lint coming out of your mat? That's generally a sign, not that you've used your mat too much, but that you've not replaced your blade often enough. And then you have to replace the mat, which is more expensive than the blade.
It just makes for pleasant cutting.
It does.
It's
so
unreal. Easy. And I'm sure all of you quilters can attest that when you get a new blade, it's just like, wow, I could have had a V8.
Exactly. And sometimes in my life, okay, Marcia, this cutter is $18.99. Sometimes I just buy a brand new cutter because I think I deserve one. And
well, it's not quite as big.
I know it's a 45 millimeter, but
yeah.
Still, this one's more money. But this one is my favorite cutter, the 60 millimeter retractable one, because for me, it's the most ergonomically happy. And I never forget to close my blade when I set it down on the table.
And we have a lot of other cutters in there too. I think, do we have a new ergonomic one?
We have the Martelli,
yes.
But at this time, we actually only have the left hand in stock because I've been waiting for the right hands to come in.
Well, isn't that funny?
Well, they were on back order, so I mean...
Okay, well, they're not.
But eventually, we will... Yes, but all you lefties out there, we have the Martelli for you.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Oh, for the lefties, we have the lefties.
We have it in the right-handed.
You're left-handed, you're in luck.
Yeah.
So anyways, just a reminder that you need to replace the blade.
And maybe even your cutter. I think I have some hot pink ones coming too.
Do you really?
I think so. Because
and
colors
also,
are important.
Remember to change the needle in your sewing machine too.
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You really, every new project really deserves a new needle. And that is the cheapest replacement. That's the cheapest maintenance you can do on your sewing machine. It's to replace your needle.
All right.
And keep the lint out of the
hooky area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't let your machine play hooky on you.
Oh,
my. Okay, so did you know also that pins get dull, Marcia?
Yes, I did.
I know you know this. We're just saying it for your sake out there, but...
And you know what? Sometimes you can buy cheap pins.
And they are cheap, aren't they?
And they just... Like, if you have to, like, dig to get them through...
It's like trying to pound a fence post through your
Throw
fabric.
those away and get some new pins.
And we have lots of really nice quality pins in all different price points, but one of our favorites around here are magic pins. These ones have flat tips, because sometimes grabbing those little glass beads are hard, and the long magic pins have a long conical shape, but these are flat, so there's a big surface to grab.
Yeah, for people that have trouble with manual dexterity, these are really nice pins. And even if you don't, I like them just because they're bigger. Now, are these are iron-proof, right?
They are iron-proof, so you could leave them in your project and do a little steaming if you needed to do a pre-steam. So pins are important, and we have a nice selection. And if you have pins, okay, you of course can have the very practical pin cushions out there. We have lots of those. Isn't this adorable,
That
Marcia?
is cute. A little button fabric, and the top has a little tape of a measuring thing, but really cute.
Strawberry.
And the strawberry, yep.
And we have some other colors around the store. I think there's a fun woolly green one, and I think I saw a fuchsia one. I can't. Didn't we have a sewing machine shape?
Yeah, we do. We have one that's in the shape of a sewing machine, a pin cushion.
Right.
So we got some. These are new from Dritz. So if you're interested,
and you could put your favorite pins in here if you wanted.
Well, you could use that. Put some of those really fancy schmancy pins, like those ones that
cost $5 each.
Yeah, and just put that up on your shelf. Or like some people have a decorative bouquet of flowers. Well, this isn't going to get. It might get a little dusty on you, but it isn't going to wilt and die.
Exactly. So dress up your space with pretty things.
Absolutely. So
I think that's the end of our notions, Marcia. But now we have.
Well,
do you want to do sights and sounds?
Let's talk a little bit about what's coming, who's coming, and the opportunity to get a really, really rock bottom deal on a new 790 Pro sewing machine, because
Vanita's coming, and as we speak, Kendra is on the way to the Rochester airport to pick her up. Vanita McCall is in our building the next 2 days. We are so excited. She is leading our 790 Pro event. So like a pro, or no, share the joy.
Yes.
And let me just put this up. We have these beautiful machines. There are some new wonderful features on these 790 Pro machines. And in addition to the purchase of the machine, you also get all these gorgeous gifts. You're going to get luggage, a skills course class, a maxi hoop, stabilizers, tape, designs, thread, oh my. But because we've just taken them out of box the last 2 days, we've been setting up in the classroom, we are able to sell them at classroom pricing. You must stop in the store and pick up the machine. We can't ship it to you, but we'd love for you to
It will save you thousands of dollars.
It will. And
it's a marvelous machine.
The placement is amazing on this machine. So precise.
So let us know. The class is full. But if you want one of those machines, you need to call in and
call in or stop in, and we would be happy.
And you won't be sorry.
Right.
Absolutely. So let's talk about these things.
Okay.
So we had some limited edition. You know, we have Milk House candles, which are all soybean oil based and beeswax based, and they're always in this natural color. And these are limited editions falls. This one's called Give Thanks. These are a little bit smaller, pumpkin, caramel, and vanilla. So as this melts down, you get those different scents.
And mine is called Harvest Blessings, and it's sugar, spice, and pear. And what's nice is this one has a really fresh aftertaste. I'm going to say aftertaste smell, but it has...
They call that a throw.
The throw of this is very
the
refreshing.
Throw of the scent,
you know, and it's just a really nice scent. It smells like the beautiful pear cake I used to make.
Yeah, but we only have so many of these.
And then
this is one of your favorites, isn't it?
I know, Cup of Joe, both drinking and melting.
So this is like the flavor of coffee with like a really fancy coffee with
But
like...
doesn't it also have the cinnamon bun? It has, let me smell it. Yes, so it's like the coffee, but it's like you're sitting and enjoying a cinnamon roll. It's got that hint of cinnamon taste behind it. But yes, it's like that fresh brewed coffee. And even if you're not a coffee drinker, all of you say you like that smell.
It is. It's kind of like, no, it's kind of like I can remember when I was a kid waking up at Grandma and Grandpa's house. They didn't do anything until they had their morning coffee. And usually my grandma made some kind of muffin or coffee cake or something.
Man.
So that's exactly what the kitchen smelled like when I woke up at my grandma's.
Lovely,
and it was fun. And I didn't like coffee, but we had a nice glass of fresh milk and whatever hot was hot from the oven. It was so much fun.
And the wax melts are nice because they're not lit. You can just put them on the warmer. We do carry them. And that scent just will last. That one melt lasts forever.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so speaking of fall, no.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, fall.
Okay. So I gave a teaser in our description that to see what we are embroidering, what's in process. This is called Let the Leaves Fall, and this is just the top section, but aren't those colors stunning?
They're just beautiful.
And
so this is one of the newest OESD tiling zines.
And we have the thread kit for it, but we have a new program at our store, and it's called Designs on Demand. We will still have physical copies of some designs, but in this case, this has been very popular. We've already sold out of our physical CD, USB combinations. We will get more in, but if this is like, I have to have it this moment, we have the ability to download it to a P&Q as USB stick for you. If you own one, bring it with you. If you don't, buy one while you're here. But we can put that design right on your USB stick so you can go home and stitch and you don't have to wait.
Right, and the fun thing about that too is that you can put as many designs as will fit on there, so you can keep bringing that same USB stick back over and over until it's full, and then you won't. Now, if you lose it, you lose a lot of designs.
You're gonna back them up to your computer, Marcia.
But anyways, it'll all be in one place then. So, I mean, on one stick, you will have your things.
Did you know that I put those in my pocket? And then sometimes...
You wash them?
Yes. And sometimes they go through the dryer. Sometimes they survive.
But sometimes
they don't.
And here's the thing of it too. You know, we're gonna go by the honesty system, but we have a record in Designs on Demand of everything you've ordered. So if you have misplaced your...
Well, and actually you as a consumer has the ability to re-download them yourself from home, because when you purchase, we collect your email address as part of your login, and
so their history will be there.
So your history will be in your account with OESD.
So anyways, Designs on Demand, if you got a few minutes here or there, you can come in. We got a new computer for it even.
Yes.
And you can sit and shop through OESD designs, and you can just tell one of the girls, I want this one, and this one, and they will download it quickly for you, and away you go.
These colors are just,
look
at
this
beautiful.
One.
Whoever digitized this one, there is just a gradation
of shades.
Gradient. Whatever the
gradation.
Word is. Gradation.
Yep.
Of shades that are really beautiful.
So, anyways, that's really fun and new for machine embroidery. Now let's talk a little bit about the rope bowl class. Talked about it a little bit last week. I know.
Rope you in?
Yep. So let's talk about the rope bowl. This has been extremely popular, and I want to tell you that when you come to class here at Pine Needles, you get one of these, and I believe she made all 3 of these bowls from one roll.
Isn't that crazy?
And she's going to show you how to do some decorative fabric accents on it. You're going to get 1 roll of rope, this book, a spool of thread.
I think it's actually isocord thread, though, not Oracle
thread. Isocord.
Because it's stronger, it's going to last you longer.
So,
but it was a reminder, spool of thread.
Got the wrong one. A spool of thread and a brand new needle, because this does require a nice sharp needle for you to go through but it is way easier than you think. The girls at the last class had a blast, and it was so fun to see all the different things that they made.
They did, and they're here all day, right?
Yeah, all day, and lunch. You get lunch too.
Right.
So you want to come for rope bowls.
Yes.
And get all of this stuff. And Deborah teaches it, and she is a marvelous teacher of this class, and she has so many different bowl examples for you to look at that she has made. I mean, she just has inspiration galore, and it's fun and easy to make those. You're going to want to come to class.
Right. And that class is coming up early November. I forgot to write down the date.
It's the first Saturday of November, I think November 4th.
Oh, okay, yes.
But I do want to tell you, if they want to buy anything on here, can you show them?
Yes, you're going to visit pnqs.net, and on the page we have our Wednesday Live featured goodies all gathered together under this tab. We keep them here for the week, and then next week we'll put up some new ones. So that is where you can find our goodies.
Now, if you scroll through there, you'll find we have our Chatsworth Block of the Month. It's the heading of that. And then it's got our products, and then it's got different patterns. And then it also has all the classes that are coming up at the bottom of that page. So you want to keep scrolling down, because you might find some more things that might be of interest to you.
Right.
So all the shopping and all the products that we feature, plus all the short-term upcoming classes are printed down there too. And that would include the rope bowls, so you can just sign up right there.
Exactly.
Okay, I think it is time for trivia.
Okay, remember the first one to get the answer on the computer, and Susie's watching from home today, but I'm going to...
Well, I think Carly's in there.
Oh, Carly's in there? Okay, watching. So somebody's watching for the winner. If we don't get it while we're still live, we'll go through the comments and pick the
but
earliest
I think
one.
Hopefully she'll get in here with the right one.
So we're ready.
Okay, so... what do you call concentric lines of quilting that produce a rippling effect around a design on a quilt?
I know this one. I know this one.
What do you call concentric lines of quilting that produce a rippling effect around a design on a quilt?
So there we are.
So let's unveil the auction quilt.
Okay.
While we wait for the answer, and I hope Carly remembered to go back there. Okay. So here is the auction quilt for this week. Fun squares put together. This was made with charm packs, but a beautiful selection for fall. Fun car quilt.
And that's the yukata line of fabric, and that was such a great classic one. Now I see that there is an answer out there, but I'm waiting for Carly. Otherwise, we will post it on our...
I bet you she forgot.
Do you think she forgot?
Mm-hmm.
Because I see...
Can you see who's the soonest one? We better wait to make sure we don't make a mistake. These are all time-stamped.
Yes, they are. And here she comes. Okay.
Okay,
she'll be in a minute with your answer. Just in case our computer has got a different speed.
Absolutely.
So she did not forget. Now, the auction quilt, you'll post that tomorrow.
I'll post the auction quilt tomorrow morning on this very page, on the Facebook page, and you bid, and we $5 increments, you bid on this quilt until Saturday at 1 o'clock, and whoever has the highest bid at 1 o'clock wins the quilt.
Excellent, excellent.
It's always been fun to do that. I want to tell you too a little bit about long arm quilting. If you have some stack of quilts that need to be quilted, our long arm girls are kind of caught up for the moment.
That's who I thought got the winner.
That doesn't happen very often. Sarah Stevens! Congratulations!
That's who I thought, but I'm glad I didn't shout it out.
It's echo quilting. The
Yes.
answer is echo quilting. Well, anyways, if you have some quilts that need to be quilted, the girls here at the shop do a great job, and they've got a pretty quick turnover, and we are no means, we don't have any quilts, but you know, when you have 6, 7 long arms in the store, all with Q-matic, that means we can get them done pretty quickly.
It does.
So if you have some things that you want to get done, bring them on in and we can be of help.
Exactly.
So we're looking forward to seeing some of you the next 2 days at the 790 event, or you guys come in and that are interested in purchasing a 790. This is the lowest possible price you will ever see. Guaranteed, because Bernina has UMRP pricing on these, and when we use them in a classroom, that knocks a bunch of, even though it's probably better for you to get one that was used in classroom because it's all been sewn in and we know that everything works. So if you're interested in that, come and see the girls. Or
That's
Tom.
right.
Tom could sell you one too.
Yep.
With Joy's help. That's for sure. So anyways, we're going to button this up for today. Thank you again so much for joining us here at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. And until next time, we will keep you in stitches. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.